Yes sir, this is your boy Pharoah Monch. You are now in tune to the end of the week. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
It's your boy Pharoah Monch, you already know, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're here in Dumbo right now. Tell me kind of just like your thoughts on being a part of this, because this festival has really grown in significance over the last couple of years, and it's one of the festivals here in New York that's really keeping hip hop, real hip hop alive. So it's got to be, kind of an honor to be a part of that, no?
You don't even know, man. I'm like such a big fan of everybody who's performing, and I'm such a big fan of hip hop still, man. It's like I still get excited. I'm excited about doing this festival. Like thought and time will be taking it out to make sure that I do my best. It's an honor to be on this bill. It's an honor to actually still rock in Brooklyn in this day and age that we're in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that is monumental to me. You know what I'm saying? It's what this is built from, and hopefully it's like young 16-year-old MCs in the audience that really get inspired by the whole experience and become the next Big Daddy Kanes and the next Nas's, because that's what influenced me, shows of this magnitude. So, when you put that weight on your shoulders, it's real exciting to be a part of this whole thing. That hip hop is still a very valid, part of existence, and not in a commercial form, still in shows like that. Right. Myself and Smith and Wesson and Cuba and Premier and all the other performers.
Dead Prez is gonna be on the bill.
Yeah, Dead Prez. It's like, what more could you ask? Man, we've been to Hong Kong, we've been to Australia, we've been all over and in and out of Europe, and even in the States, man. I was just saying, it's very, very much a blessing and a gift that we are allotted. I'm allotted this opportunity and this fan base still for these opportunities. I mean, some of these gigs, it's just an exorbitant amount of fans and people there to support a record that is a year and a half, 2.5 years old, removed from the Desire. Those 10 years removed from Internal Affairs, and they know the history of organized confusion, and a lot of times that shit is real choking experience, to have that support like that. So, as well as, because of the gift of the internet, and it is a gift of the curse, you have a lot of the young kids that are really turned on to me just with Desire, or just with the My Lifestyle Speed record, or Simon Says, whatever. A lot of fans write me and say shit like, I've been following you since Simon Says, and it's like, you don't even know my group history, but that's a beautiful thing too. Just each time it feels like a new thing, man, which is very, very fortunate. Like the new record that I'm about to do feels, and content-wise, is very unique and an entity of its own. And sonically, it sounds like it's somewhere between Internal Affairs and Desire. But content-wise, I think it's a whole host of hip-hop heads that's going to be like, who the fuck is this kid, for the first time? That's what's dope about hip-hop to me, and how much I'm trying to push the envelope lyrically. I'm still trying to learn after all these years, new ways to build my vocabulary and use tones to really try and reach into somebody's heart and touch them with these words. And I think I'm getting better at it. In fact, I think this is my best album to date, this War album. I think that I've really, especially since the Internal Affairs record, I've really been more focused on trying to make a marriage with the song, whether it's rape, or whether it's Simon Says, or whatever the content is. I'm just trying to make sure that my persona, my content is matched in marriage and matrimony with the record. And I think I achieved that very well with the Desire record and taking on these different personalities from the Free to the song Desire to the Chuck D persona on Terrordome and the different things that I try to do. In terms of Eminem, one thing that I was able to pull from him as an artist which is very apparent in his work, is his work ethic. I don't think you get to that level of even selling records or becoming that brilliant lyricist or writer without an insane Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, just almost maniacal work ethic. And whenever I feel like this is enough or this verse is good enough or whatever, I often think about artists like Eminem and Nas to kind of like push a little further.
Right.
And I have my like group of like 5 artists that I'm always like, what would this dude do? What would this dude say to garner or to evoke an emotion? You know what I'm saying? And I think that he's like an elite cat at doing that.
Well, I think a track with you two would sound sick. So.
I think like me and Nas have talked about doing songs together. I think for me, when it comes to like jumping on a track with an M or Nas, MC of that caliber, a lot is taken in consideration, which is probably why it's a rare occurrence. It's just not having access to call these people and be like, jump on this song. It has to be something that would be monumental for me, because at this point I don't give a fuck about industry or how much the Eminem Foul Launch record would sell, or
I just think
it's been long since nice. I wouldn't do a Nas record or let's get Nas on this song because it'll work at radio or whatever. It's about how well this shit is going to work together. And I told him that, I know he's picky. Talking about Nas, and now I'm picky as well. So I think it'll happen, eventually.
All right.